Okay, so next we continue to still one-sided limit. Okay, one-sided limit. Let's say we get the operation of 1 over 0. Okay, we can see this better. So let's say our function given here is 1 over x. So when we want to figure out limit for function 1 over x, when x approaching 0, when you substitute, you'll get 1 over 0, right? 1 over 0, right? So this answer will bring you to undefined. Betul? Kalau undefined. So actually it is equals to, in calculation we can put it is equals to infinity. So you can see the table, you can observe the table below, you can see when you're getting 0 from the left hand side, 0 from the left hand side means 0.00 negative lah, 0.0 negative. You can see the value x getting near to 0 from left hand side, right? So you can see the function, it getting more negative, more negative, more negative, more negative. So it go down negatively, infinity. So it go down negatively, infinity. So how to get this negative? Nanti kita tengok. You understand the situation first. So when it x approaches 0 from the right hand side, 0. When it approaches 0 from the right hand side, means it is from 0.1 and then getting closer, 0.01, 0.0001. So you'll notice that your function value getting bigger and bigger, bigger, bigger and bigger. So your function is approaching positive infinity. Boleh? Faham? Faham? So in calculation, so we come out to a calculation because this is observe the table, the changes of value, right? So in calculation, so like what I said just now, you substitute 0, 1 over 0, you'll get infinity. Okay? Why it become negative? So you substitute 1 over 0. Answer it is infinity. How do we figure out the value is getting negatively infinity or positively in infinity? So you have to know that this value is approaching the 0 from the left hand side or right hand side because 0 in the center. Less than 0, all the value negatively. More than 0, all the positively, betul tak? Besar daripada kosong, semua bersifat positif. Kurang daripada kosong, semua bersifat negatif. Kan? So when you approaches 0 from the left hand side, means your value, the closer value you can get is negative. The closer value you can get is negative 0.01, let's say. Betul? So bermaksud kosong ini adalah bersifat negatif. Kosong tu menghampiri dari bahagian negatif. So positive over negative, you get negative. So this infinity value will be negative value. Okay. So when you're getting x approaches 0 from the right hand side, so you will calculate like usual, substitute 1 over 0, you get infinity. So you need to figure out this 0 is positively or negatively. Getting closer the 0 from the side of positive or the side of negative. Then you observe your x. Your x here is getting 0 from the right hand side. So your value paling dekat-dekat dengan dia ialah 0.01 contoh. Kan? So kosong ini adalah hasil daripada sifat yang positif. So this will give you positive over positive operation, give you positive infinity. So what does this means? Apa yang kamu kira ni apa maksud? So when x approaches 0 from the right hand side, your value getting bigger and bigger. So you can see your graph getting infinity go up. Bigger and bigger, bigger and bigger. Okay, go up. So when x approaches 0, 0 di sini, from the left hand side bahagian sini, then you get negative infinity. So what's mean by negative infinity? Your function is getting negatively. Nilai itu semakin besar tapi negatively. So dia akan pergi lagi turun-turun lah. So that's why we say the function decrease or increase without the bound when we get infinity value. Getting negative infinity. Negative, ini positive. Okay. So tengok example. So given your function 3 over x minus 1, find out the limit from the right hand side, from the left hand side, and then limit a point. X approaches 1 from the right hand side. What do? Substitute inside, you get 3 over 0. So this is infinity. So you are closing to this value from left hand side or right hand side, negatively or positively. This 0 is the result of x minus 1, right? So this x is approaches 1 from the right hand side. So you can test your value. If your x approaches 1 from the right hand side, maksudnya nilai yang dekat 1 right hand side itu apa? 1.001? Betul? Number that close to the 1 from right hand side, 1.001. Betul? So when you have 1.001 minus 1 means you are approaching the result of 0 positively. Faham ke? Faham ke? Because 1.001 minus 1, you will get 0.0001. So you are approaching it positively. So this 0 is positively daripada kanan. So 3 positif, penyebut pun positif, positif over positif, positif. So you want to know whether it is positive or negative, you have to test with your value. So itu yang kita sebut dari awal. Konsep limit bukan konsep at the point. Kita kira substitute point. Tetapi you kena faham dia punya perwakilan ialah, dia punya idea ialah, the point ialah bermaksud dia mendekati titik itu, nilai itu. It's not on the dot result. It's a nearing to that dot. It's a konsep yang dekat kepada situ. So bila saya dapat kosong, bermaksud jawapan saya menghampiri kosong. Tapi menghampiri kosong tu daripada positif ke negatif. So maka kita kena nilai balik penghasilan daripada sini. X tolak 1. Kita boleh test nilai yang dekat-dekat dia lah. So 1 belah kanan kita test. Masukkan. Oh kita nampak ni menghampiri kosong bersifat positif. Maka the whole fraction that result positive over positive, your answer will be positive infinity. Okay. So we proceed. What happened when limit x approaches 1 from the left hand side for this function? So make sure you substitute your function. We will figure out the limit like usual. Figure out the limit like usual. Maksudnya macam substitute macam biasa. 1 tolak 1, kosong. So this will give you infinity. A number divide by a 0, result is infinity. Boleh. Kosong over kosong, IDF. A number divide by a 0, result is infinity. So positive or negative? Then we have to test value lah. Test value. Your x approaches 1 from the left hand side here. So our testing value bila dekat-dekat 1 belah kiri tu maksudnya 0.999. Dia tak sampai lagi 1. Dia menghampiri 1 belah kiri kan. Bermaksud 0.99 betul. So bila masuk bahagian sini, apa yang kita nak fokus ialah bahagian sini sebab penghasilan dia kosong. So kosong ni bersifat negatif ke but negative or positive. So when you substitute back 0.00009 minus 1, it is negatively 0.0001. Betul? So this 0 is negatively. Negatively. So when numerator positive, denominator negatively, so your result here will be negative infinity. So what's your limit at the point x? What's the limit for the function when x approaches 1? Does not exist. Why? Because from left hand side, your graph go down negatively infinity, right? From right hand side, your graph is go up positively infinity. So kiri kanan sama tak? Tak sama. So limit. Therefore, limit right hand side does not same with limit. Right hand side does not same with limit left hand side. Therefore, limit approaches the x approaches 1 for the function will be does not exist. Since